Splatoon's got a lot of weapons, but have you ever thought to yourself, if you could take a bite out of that, would you? Come on, you can't tell me Sheldon hasn't ever thought about it. Today, we're not fighters, we're biters. So go ahead, get comfy. Hey, maybe you were gonna eat while watching this video, and I'm gonna take every Splatoon main weapon and decide if it's worthy of taking a bite. You can assume I mean the same thing for both a regular and its alt kit, unless I specifically split them apart. Alright, you saw this one in the thumbnail. You know how I feel about the splatter shot. Literally a hot dog. It's got a mustard swirl on it. It's the perfect size for a meal. Look at how close it is already for me to just take a bite. It's free. Would bite. Oh, sloshing machine, how I wish I could say you were edible. Look at that sharp metal rim. That's just gonna hurt. No thanks. The tri-stringer actually ends up in a very special tier. I'm sure you've seen, but the tri-stringer's arrows are popsicles. This thing's already edible, and it's been from the start. I already know it's edible. This is gonna be one of those where I end up splitting it up. Hey, it's perfect gnawing size, but the orange one just looks like it would have a good flavor. So we gotta split them up. Listen, Junior's edible the same way like a jellyfish is edible, you get me? This is like a gummy candy. Come on. Absolutely yum yum for the tum-tum. You know what won't be delicious though? This thing? Look at all these sharp edges and that point over there? The Splash-O-Matic is not being consumed. Sorry about that. Why can't you be more like your brother, the Sploosh-O-Matic? Same deal going on here, but one has a giant edible bowl at the front. Fixed your problem and fixed my hunger. Ooh, speaking of convenient weapons, come on. The Aerospray has a to-go cup installed at the top of the weapon. This is implying that I can take a nice sip wherever I go, and on top of that, still have the rest of the weapon to snack on. Do I think it would taste good after I take a bite when the whole thing is empty? But that's not stopping me from taking a bite. I don't know, I just feel like the 52 Deco would have a more pleasant texture. Even being bubblegum pink can't save the 52 from going to no bite. And no, this doesn't mean I want to eat the 96 Gal Deco. Have you forgotten? This thing's full of rocks. Get it out. Alright, this next one, I think I gotta go to the store right now and ask how many Jet Squelchers do they have in stock? You can't tell me this might not be a delicious blueberry candy treat, okay? Okay, I know it isn't, but like, what if it was? And the miniature version of the picture of the Jet Squelcher? Even more delicious! Look at that! I'm sorry, not fans, I'm gonna get this one out of the way, but this kind of just looks like a plate. I mean, hey, you could eat some of the other weapons on top of this. All right, back to peak. Splattershot Nova. Look at how much of your ink color is in this thing. There are genuinely so many like delicious flavors of Nova out there. I don't know, I see this and I think like Laffy Taffy. I gotta give it like at least a bite, maybe even two. I'll make these guys quick and easy. The nozzle noses, silly colors, fun design. Basically like a fruit by the foot type center. These guys are getting freaking chomped on. Alright, you already know. The next one here is free. The big swig roller. Come on. It's got a cup. You already know where this is going, right? It's already edible. And you might think, oh yeah, that one's edible, right? It's literally a drink bottle. Glass. Do you really want to take a bite of it? Do you want me to take a bite of this? That's gonna hurt. I'm bringing out a brand new category specifically for this. Ouch! Honestly, at first glance, I wasn't really feeling the splat roller. And then I looked a little closer, and you know what I saw? It's got a hot dog! Literally, the rest of the weapon doesn't matter anymore. While you're walking around with the splat roller, you can take a bite of that at any time. Be glad I'm not doing the side order weapons, because this is not a hot dog. Although I guess you could say they're all like kind of like a white chocolate weapon. So, you know, if you're on Team White Chocolate, maybe these are the ones for you. Fling's a roller looks pretty good, pretty harmless, almost pretty tasty. Look at that texture on that center area right there. Ooh. But when you're actually using the weapon, it suddenly looks a lot less appetizing. It's probably like the sharp point over here, but this thing feels more like a knife than it does an actual tasty treat. I don't want to play any games. Look at the carbon rollers. Don't they both just look delicious? Look at these bright colors. Look at all the different choices you have for a bite. This one, it would be on my Nautilus plate. The dynamo roller. I'm not going to include the fact that it has drinks. Don't think you can cheat your way to the edibility tier list through that. I think it's just like the texture. I feel like you have to just give it at least one bite, okay? But you know, it almost feels like it was built to be gourmet. I feel like I'd be doing a disservice not to try like once. This probably has 2 flavors. Blueberry orange? Alright, here's where I get a little bit mean. The Splat Charger, I feel like, you look at these colors, yellow, orange, the purpley blue. I feel like I'm getting a good mix of flavors. This kind of just looks like I'm about to be fed like cherry and grape medicine. It's one of those sad, sad days where I have to break apart a family. Sorry, I'm mostly only sorry to you. All right. Not only does the E-liter come in 2 delicious flavors, you cannot tell me that nobody has thought to take a bite of this giant E-liter tank before. Come on. It's like a mystery surprise box almost. You have to be at least a little curious. You know what time it is? It's Bamboozler time. And you know what? Here, let me just open up my other menu here. Hey, look at that. Oh, look at that. You can eat bamboo, huh? It was already that easy. Oh, the Snipe Rider. Did you have any classmates that like to chew on pencils? Because don't forget, this is just a pencil. And I think by definition, if you're chewing on it, that's pretty close to giving it a bite. This is another one of those weapons where like the yummiest, most tasty, chewiest part is literally right in front of you. How am I supposed to resist that? You see the distortion going on here? This thing isn't just fresh out of the oven hot. It is the whole oven. This is, without a doubt, much more of an ouch than anything else. No, don't bite that. Tri-slosher? Not only is this thing great for carrying around when you're about to eat, but the fun colors? Come on. You could be eating it after you finish your food. Now, hear me when I talk about the slosher here. If I had this thing sitting straight down, like, let me just do that one emote where you, like, move around with the bucket. Is it this one? Is it this one? No. No, wait. I think it's like the multi-coloring on the end of the bucket. It just looks like really pretty frosting to me. Like one of those cakes where you go running to the store and you buy it and you bring it home and the inside is like just vanilla. But you're still glad you bought it because it looked nice. And honestly, if it tasted bad, I wouldn't even be mad. So you know the phrase, everything but the kitchen sink? I think here it's more everything but the bathtub. I don't know, it just doesn't seem very appetizing. Dread Ringer on the other hand? Here, let's just go back to the lobby for a second with this one, okay? You take this thing and you already know you've got 2 flavors. If you look at the Dreadringer D for like, not too long, you might even mistake that brown rust on the side here for maybe it's more like a chocolate. Yeah, just you gotta really think about it, and you might just think about it, okay? Don't think about it too hard. I'm putting this in wood bite before I change my mind. I feel like now is a really good time to give brush enjoyers some really good news. All of these brushes are absolutely edible. I don't know, man. I guess it's just like the tips of the brushes. It's just, it could be like a cotton candy type texture up there. Do we really know? I don't think you know. Look how easy this is. 1, 2, 3. If I had to pick one, like my number 1 out of all of them though, definitely Octobrush. This is giving real chocolate, okay? Guys, are we gonna have to have the hot dog talk again? You already know. Just like that. I want it to be edible. You've got so many different colors, so many different shapes on here, but I don't know, I feel like if you give this part of the Hydra a bite, like that tank, it might just like blow up on you. It's got a sign on the side here that says keep it away from fire. And I don't think I want to cook it. It's time for your favorite game show, guys. Is it plastic or is it glass? If it's plastic, you know what? I'll bite. If it's glass, I think it's going down to the ouch tier. Now, on the other hand, you could not take me away from my strawberry sweet heavy edit splatling. Where do you even begin with the heavy splatling? The beautiful strawberry barrel? The fact it comes with a free massive drink? Let's be real, what's stopping me from just taking this splatling out with me on the town and just replacing this straight up with something I actually would want to drink? Honestly, if you do that, I would even dare say it might actually be already edible? I'm thinking cinnamon candy. You know, if it's too much, you get like a second flavor on the back, like right there. Kinda free. Does the Ludo Blaster have not one, but 2 lollipops on it? You've got double the free snacks just sitting there? I don't know, what if it just snaps off like a piece of hard candy? Alright. Come on, the Rapid Blasters, this is just like a rectangular piece of gum, or like a now and later, or it can be like one of those low quality candies where you take a bite and like it tastes good for like 2 chews and then it's awful. Could be really good. So, S-Blast 91. This is like a chunk of white chocolate with a fun garnish on top. This one just feels like fun decor. Like poor regular S-Blast. I think this is the only blaster that I deny to bite. But it's okay. Your brother is there at least. This is full of hot glue. We're not even bothering here. Oh, the Dapple Dualies. Not only do I get a treat, but then I can brush my teeth afterward? What's there not to want? V-Doolies are like a watermelon delight. You know, one of those like really fancy snacks with like the gold leaf on it you see on like a YouTube video? What about that? Maybe that's this. Tetra Doolies? What do you like more? Do you like grape? Do you like cherry? Because here, you get 2 fine options. You know what? I forgot again. I forgot the Splattershot Pro. Tell me you wouldn't at least give this a bite. Look at the colors on this thing. Come on. Ever seen one of those videos where like people take bites of random things to see if they're real or if they're chocolate? I feel like this would be the kind of thing where like it's in so many clear and obvious pieces that maybe, just maybe, if I give it a chomp, it might just be chocolate instead in there. Also, it's got like a huge gummy center. I know. These are the little fire hydrant parts on the back here, but they kind of also look like it at first glance. They could be just salsa bottles. Can you see it? Can you see it? You can be walking around with delicious salsa wherever you go. Just that thought alone makes me have to bite. It's like a cheesecake. Okay, but Stamper though, you know, like those little, it looks like little tiny, like little chocolate candies, little white chocolate candies on the edge here. Maybe I'm just gonna bite like the outside edge, you know? Come on, you would want to, right? Right? Come on, give it a chance. This thing is like 1/4 toothpaste. I don't think I can do it. Ugh. This might be the most edible weapon that we've had the whole day. Giant cherry Jolly Rancher, okay? Give me that. Was not gonna say yeah to the reflux. Like it was gonna be like just the tri-stringer because I'm really sorry, but this looks like rusty metal, and I can't do it. But looking at the reflux now, I mean, with this ink color, it's kind of given like white chocolate mint. Sorry, Wellstring, but so remember what we said before? Undercover Brella, you know, it's got like a chocolate center. Sad to say, these guys, they're not really giving yummy, crunchy, bitey goodness here. Now, if we had the Splatoon 2 Splat Brella, completely different story. But as they are, they gotta go. Congrats, of course, to these 5 fellas: the Bow, the Big Swig, the Bamboo, The heavy? The recycled? Clearly, the tastiest of all! Well, make sure you get chomping before those weapons start to catch on, you know? Do my opinions make you happy? Like this? If they do, make sure you leave a comment and tell me how much you agree with me. You'll excuse me, I just filled this entire jug in my heavy splatling with orange juice, and I gotta get out of here before somebody notices, okay? So, bye.